I'm Rachel, and welcome to Short and Sweet Yoga. Today's flow is an all-over stretch. We will do a little standing, a little seated, and a little bit laying down. So you should feel nice and stretched out after we are finished with today's short and sweet flow. We'll go ahead and get started. So you can grab some water, put on a playlist, and that is all. We're gonna start today seated. So you can find a comfortable seat, legs crisscrossed, sit up nice and tall, roll your shoulders back. You can have your hands down for more grounding, or flip your palms up just for more of like an energy receiving position. So drop your shoulders, close your eyes, and settle in right here. Just start with breathing. Find a natural rhythm with your breath to start. Trying to take the breath in through your nose and out through your nose. If you can, match the same amount of time that you take to breathe in with the same amount of time as you breathe out. And think about working from the ground up. So both sitting bones, your tailbone is really rooting into the ground. Try not to have a relaxed stomach here, but think about pulling your belly button back towards your spine to keep your core strong, to keep your low back protected. Draw your shoulders up and back, trying to stack your shoulders right on top of your hips. Then even pull the crown of the head back slightly so your ears can stack over your shoulders. 3 more breaths on your own. Try to deepen each one. Make each one just a little bit longer. Nice. Now start to open up your eyes. Add a little movement in your shoulders. We'll begin. Breathe in. Reach both arms out and up. Exhale, left hand down to the mat. Reach your right arm up and over. So I'm mirroring you right here. Draw your right shoulder back. Then breathe in, back through center. Exhale, switch. Right hand down, reach up and over with your left. Same with your sitting bones. Still root them into the mat and pull your left shoulder back. One more. Breathe in. Exhale, side stretch. Find more length along your right side. And breathe in, center. Last one, exhale, side stretch. Reach up and over. Good, breathe in back through center. Now an easy twist. Take your right hand outside of your left knee. Bring your left hand behind your back like a kickstand. Push it into the floor as you lengthen up and twist back. So you're looking behind you, over your left shoulder. Again, fire up your stomach, pull your belly in. Another breath in to lengthen. Exhale, twist, look it back. But back through center and take your arms in a T. Take your left arm underneath your right. So if your shoulders, upper back are tight, you can grab opposite shoulders here and kind of lengthen your elbows forward. If you can, bend your elbows so the backs of the hands meet. You can stay there. You can hook your thumbs or even try to bring your palms to touch in eagle arms. 2 breaths here. Breathe in. Lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders and push your forearms forward as you exhale. Should feel this in your upper back, your traps, shoulders. Last breath in. Stay for the breath out. And then release again. Inhale to stretch it back up, second side. Left hand outside of your right knee, right hand behind you like your kickstand. Push your right palm into the mat, breathe in to lengthen. Exhale, twist. Think about lengthening out of the crown of your head, drawing your right shoulder back. Pull your low belly in. Last breath in. Full breath out. Good, breathe in back through center, find your T arms. Then take your right arm underneath your left. Grab either opposite shoulders or bend your elbows to bring the backs of the hands together. Hook your thumbs or palms touch. Breathing in to find a little length through your low belly. Exhale, push your forearms forward as you drop your shoulders. Take another breath in these eagle arms. Nice, and then release, hands to your knees again. Breathe in, seated cow pose. Push your belly forward, shoulders back, eye gaze slightly up. Exhale, tuck your chin and round your back. Nice, now find tabletop pose. I'm turning, but you can just stay where you are. Tabletop pose, stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly, shoulders back, eye gaze can go slightly up. Then exhale, tuck your chin and round your back. Go one more. Breathe in, open, expand. Exhale, tuck and round. Nice, find your tabletop pose. Inhale, breath. Reach your right arm up. Try to stack your shoulders on top. And then exhale, thread the needle. Reaching your right arm underneath over to the left side. Set your right shoulder down. Then crawl your left hand forward. Keep your left hand tented, so fingertips pressed down. Then pull your left shoulder back as you reach under further with your right arm. 2 more breaths here. Breathe in. Pull back out. 1 more. Good. And slowly release your left hand back under your shoulder. Push yourself back up as you reach your right arm back up to the ceiling. Then both hands down, switching sides. Take a breath in, reach and stretch your left arm up. Then exhale, thread the needle. Actively reach your left arm under so your palm is up. Set your shoulder down and your head down. Then tent your fingers and crawl your right arm forward to the top of your mat and keep your fingers tented. And breathe and hold right here. Inhale, breath. Exhale to twist. Just find a little bit more depth with your exhale. Last one, breathing in. Full breath out to stay. Good. Release your right hand to the mat. Inhale to press your left arm all the way up. Good, then both hands down. Staying in your tabletop pose, tuck your toes under, all 10 toes. Send your hips back to your heels to stretch your feet. Walk your arms forward. You're in a child's pose with toes tucked. Take a breath in. Full breath out. Slowly roll like a wave. Send your hips forward. Arms stay straight. Kind of like a relaxed, lazy up dog. And then pull your belly in as you inhale. Send your hips back to your child's pose with your toes tucked. Then breath out, hips forward, arms stay straight, chest forward, shoulders back, and last one in your child's pose here. And then pass briefly through tabletop pose, lift your knees up, downward facing dog. First one of the day right here. So pedal your feet out if you need to. Slow movements to start. Try not to rush the warm up. Look between your hands and spread your fingertips out nice and wide. You want your hands about shoulder width distance. Then relax your head so you can look back at your thighs. You want your feet about hip width distance. Think about pushing your chest towards your thighs so your head is going through the window of your arms. Breathe in, come high up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, drop your heels to the right, bending your knees, pushing through your left hand to get a side body stretch on your left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, heels to the left, push into your right hand. Good, hold. Then breathe in, center, downward facing dog. Slight bend in your knees. Keep your core tight as you walk your hands to meet your feet. Inchworming all the way to the back. Bend in your knees to keep your belly on top of your thighs to protect your low back. Relax your head down. Keep your left knee bent. Left hand stays on the mat. Straighten your right leg as much as you can. Then as you inhale, open your chest, reaching your right arm up to the ceiling. Hold here in this nice IT bend stretch. Take a breath in. Exhale, shoulder circle. Rotate your shoulder all the way. Fingertips graze the floor. Pause and switch it. Take it backwards this time for 3. Still pushing into your right heel. All right, then release both hands down, forward fold. Switching sides. Straighten your left leg, right knee's bent, right hand is down. One side's probably tighter than the other. As you breathe in, reach your left arm up. Just be mindful of the tighter side, gentle without forcing anything. And 3 circles. Take it forward. Getting full range of motion in your shoulder, and then back. Rotate the opposite way. And then release both hands. Inhale, halfway lift. This is a flat back position, a tight stomach. Think plug your shoulder blades back and down and your neck is long. Take another inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, halfway lift again. Exhale, hands to the mat and walk all the way up to your high plank position. So keeping tight through your arms. Push the floor away, slight dome in your upper back. Legs are strong, glutes are strong. Take a breath in, lower all the way down to your stomach. You might need to scoot back a little bit. Hands are under your shoulders. Push both feet into the mat, squeeze your quads. Breathe in, cobra, little lift through your chest. Shoulders pull back and down. Lower back down. Good, this time, interlace your fingers at your low back. Work your knuckles towards your heels, pull your shoulders back and down. Breathe in, lift your chest up, bound cobra pose. Neck is still long. Then lower it back down. Hands to your mat by your shoulders. Now take them off of your mat. Your arms are wide. Bring your elbows on top of your wrists, then tent your fingertips up like we did in our thread the needle. As you inhale, lift your chest for wild cobra. Exhale, lower down, forehead to the mat. Inhale, lift up, wild cobra. Exhale, lower. This time, breathe in, lift up. Exhale, drop your left shoulder, look over your right. Good, inhale, center. Exhale, drop your right shoulder, look over your left. Good, breathe in, wild cobra. Exhale, all the way down. Bring your left hand underneath your shoulder. Extend your right arm in a T. You want your wrist lined up with your shoulder. Chin down, bend your left knee, roll up and over onto your right hip. Try to set your left foot down, then lay your head down to the mat and relax here. 2 breaths in this scorpion stretch. It's one of my favorite chest stretches to do. If it's too much, put weight into your left hand, kind of roll back over a little bit to take some pressure off. If you need more, push into your left hand and roll further onto your right hip. Breathe in, stay for your breath out. Good, then straighten your left leg. Stack it on top of your right, gently roll to your belly to switch sides. Bring your right hand in, extend your left arm out in a T, line it up, make sure your wrist is in line with your shoulder. Bend your right knee, gently roll up and over onto your left hip, set your right foot down, and then lay your head down. Go through those same motions and checklists. Too much pressure on your shoulder and chest, kind of roll back, put weight into your right hand. If you need more, push into your right hand, roll up and over more onto your left hip. And just hold and breathe. Nice. Then straighten your right leg, stack it, roll it back onto your stomach. All right, 2 options. You can tuck your toes, push to a modified plank on your knees, then lift high plank. If you want more, tuck your toes, pick your thighs up first, push up strong high plank, and downward facing dog. Good, shake your head out a couple times. Breathe in, reach your right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose, hold there, try to make contact. Breathe in, kick it up, 3-legged. Exhale, exhale, knee to nose and look forward, step your right foot through. Lower your back knee down, untuck your toes. Use your inhale breath to rise up in your modified lunge. Push through your right foot and pull your belly in and squeeze your inner thighs together. Take a breath. Exhale, find your bind. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Knuckles down, puff your chest open. Eye gaze can go slightly up. Take a breath in. Exhale, release. Plant your left hand. Easy twist opening. Reaching your right arm up to the ceiling. Hold right here. And then tuck your back toes. Pick your back knee up. Feel it in your left hip flexor. Engage your quad. Take a breath in. Exhale, both hands down. You're going to straighten your right leg as much as you can and flex your right toes so the toes come off the mat. Work your left heel down, square your hips. It's a pyramid variation. Take a breath in. As you exhale, look forward, bend your right knee back to your runner's lunge. Hold here as you pull your chest forward. And again, breathe in to push your hips up, flex your right toes. This time, maybe tuck your chin. Exhale, back down, runner's lunge. One more time. Breathe in, pyramid variation. And you can keep your right knee bent. It does not have to be straight. Then exhale, back to your runner's lunge. Really pull your shoulders back, chest forward. Nice. Then both hands plant. Step back to your high plank. Either lower all the way down to the ground, lifting in a baby cobra, and lower, tuck your toes. Push to either modified or high plank and downward facing dog. If you know your vinyasa, your chaturanga push-up, up dog, down dog, feel free to take it. Second side, breathe in, reach your left heel up. Exhale, knee to nose, hold it. Breathe in, three-legged. Exhale, knee towards your nose, look forward and step your left foot through. Lower your back knee, untuck your toes. Big breath in to rise up. Root through your left heel, squeeze your inner thighs together, and pull your belly button in. And find your bind, switching out your grip, opposite thumb on top this time. Knuckles down, pull your shoulder blades together, looking up slightly. And then release your right hand to the mat. Work your left hip back as you breathe in to open your twist. Open to the sky. Then tuck your right toes. Pick your right knee up, twisting deeper. Breath in. Full breath out to slowly release. You can tent your fingers like we've been doing. Start to send your hips up and back, working your right heel down. Flex your left toes. You can keep your left knee bent or have it straight. Take a breath in, this pyramid variation. Then exhale, runner's lunge. Pull your chest forward, shoulders back. Engage your right leg and quad and glute. And then send your hips up and back, tuck your chin. Big exhale, back to your runner's lunge. Last one, breathe in, pyramid pose with the left foot lifted. Good, back to your runner's lunge. Pull your shoulders back. Good, both hands come flat to the mat. Step to your plank. Second variation, chaturanga push-up. You lower halfway down. Breathe in, untuck your toes. Push the ground away, shoulders back, and hover your knees. Exhale, use your low belly to pull your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Nice, our second and last stretching sequence. Breathe in, reach your left leg up, or right leg rather. Bend your right knee and open your hip. Try to stack your right hip on top of your left as you square your shoulders back to the front. Breathe in, straighten your right leg. Good, exhale, lizard lunge. Right foot outside of your right hand. Keep your left knee up to start. Just rock and roll a few times, back and forth. Kind of working out the kinks. Keep your hands down. Maybe you can roll to the pinky toe edge of both feet, lowering your left hip. Right knee splays open. That's it. Then back through center. Lower your back knee. Untuck your toes. This is your time here to hold your lizard so you can stay lifted. If you have more flexibility, you can lower your forearms to the floor, a block, a pillow, whatever you have at home, and pull your chest forward. Relax your head. Take 2 breaths here. Breathing in. This time you want your knee hugging in instead of splaying out. Last inhale. Big breath out. Press it up onto your hands. Keep your left hand where it is. Open your right arm. Big open chest. You can stay there or bend your left knee. Reach back and grab onto your foot. If you feel a cramp coming on, just release it. Maybe try again and then release. If you can hold it, bringing your heel towards your glute. Take a breath in. Release your left heel. Send your hips back in a wider version of your half split. So both hands are inside of your foot. Flex your right toes and really guide your chest forward. Slightly tuck of your chin. Breathe in. Full breath out. Nice. We're doing everything on the right side first. So rebend your right knee. Heel toe your right foot to the left side of your mat. Then lower your right knee down for your pigeon. Tuck your left toes to find more length in your left leg. Scoot it back. Square your hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. Find a big, proud, open chest. And then exhale, bring it down. You can stay on your forearms if this is enough. If you need more, walk your hands forward and your forehead down to the mat. If this ever bothers your knees, you can flip on your back in a reclined pigeon pose, which is reclined figure 4. Same stretch. Good. And take 2 more breaths right here. Last one. Big breath in. Big breath out. Alrighty, press yourself up onto your hands. Roll to your hip, so outer right hip. Swing your left leg all the way around. You want it straight. Pick your right knee up and then stack your right foot over your left. You want your right foot on the floor. Then flex your left toes. Sit up nice and tall. Remember the kickstand. Take your right hand behind you like a kickstand. Breathe in to reach your left arm up. Then exhale, twist. Lift with your breath in. Exhale, twist. If your elbow doesn't quite make it there, you can use your hand to pull your knee into your chest. So go one more. Breath in. That sun is bright right now. Full breath out. Good, now back to your down dog. So options, you can cross your ankles, roll up onto all fours, step straight back, or step back to your plank and flow, your chaturanga push-up. Breath in your upward facing dog. Breath out, downward facing dog. All right, second and last side to go. Inhale, reach your left heel up. Bend your left knee, opening your hip. Stay there, square your shoulders. So your right shoulder pushes forward, left shoulder drops. Breathe in, straighten your left leg. Exhale, lizard, your left foot. Step it outside of your left hand. Stay up, give it those few rocks. Back and forth, keep your hands down. Maybe roll to the pinky toe edge of both feet, lowering your right hip. Then back through center, lower your right knee, untuck your toes, and find your lizard variation that you can hold. Feel the stretch, but also keep the breath moving. It might be lifted, it might be lowered onto the floor, or a prop that you might have at home. And take 2 breaths, slowing your breathing down. All right, so now you press up onto your hands. Keep your right hand down, find the twist. Reach your left arm up and around, palm open. Stay there or bend your right knee, grab your foot. Bring your heel towards your glute. Pull your left shoulder back. Eye gaze where it's comfortable. Breathe in. Then release your foot gently all the way to the mat. Send your hips back in your half split variation as you flex your toes. Instead of a rounded back, think chest forward, shoulders back. Actively flex your foot. Awesome. Rebend your left knee and heel toe your left foot to the right side. Walk it over, walk it over. Lower your left knee down, tuck your right toes, scoot your right knee back, and give your hips the square. Left hip back, right hip forward. Find your proud pigeon first, then lower it. Lower your forearms. Lower your hands, walk them out in front, and drop your forehead. Any variation of pigeon pose. You have your last few breaths here before we take our final spine twist to finish off our full body stretch, full body flow. Nice, last breath. And press it back up. Roll to your outer left hip. Bring your right leg all the way around. Scoot it back if you need to. Right leg straight. Pick up your left foot, cross it over. Left foot plants on the mat. Start with a straight spine, so reset. Sit it up tall. Bring your left hand behind you like your kickstand. Breathe in to stretch your right arm up. Exhale, twist. Right elbow outside of your left knee. Use it as leverage to twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, big breath out. Look behind you. Good. One last option for a flow, or find your easy seat. Cross your ankles. Step straight back to your high plank. Modified vinyasa looks like this. Knees down. Chaturanga halfway down. Breathe in. High lifted cobra. Exhale, push back to your tabletop. And then downward facing dog. If you're in down dog, hold here 2 breaths. Try to feel a little bit different in this downward facing dog than your first downward facing dog. You should not feel pain in your wrists. If you do, try to push your mat forward without moving it, taking weight into your finger pads. And then gently shift forward, lower your knees down. Find your easy seat where we started. I'm gonna turn back to face you. That's it. And bring your hands to your knees. Roll your shoulders up and back a couple times. We'll finish with one last shoulder and neck stretch. Breathe in, stretch your arms up. Good, exhale. Take your left hand down. Flex your wrist so you're trying to push down into the floor. If you can touch the floor, touch it. Then breathe in, reach your right arm up, gently grab your ear. Relax your right shoulder, an easy little pull of your head. So flexing your left wrist, stretching the left side of your neck. You can keep your eyes closed, they can be open. Try to keep your stomach engaged so you're not just collapsing. Then let go of your ear, bring your right hand to the ground, back through center. Breathe in, reach your left arm up and around, gently grab a hold of your ear, relax your left shoulder and pull just with ease till you feel the stretch. You don't need to go to the edge here, just a little goes a long way. Breath in, and slowly release. Bring your hands to the top of your knees. Breathe in, seated cow pose, chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, seated cat. Tuck your chin and round your back. Sit up nice and tall. Hands to heart center. One breath. Big breath out. Namaste from my heart to yours. Thank you for joining me today. Again, my name is Rachel and this is Short and Sweet Yoga. If you have any requests, I would be happy to oblige. You just send me a message, comment below, and be sure to share this with anyone that you know that might benefit or might enjoy this practice. And as always, thumbs up and subscribe for more so you'll be notified when I post a new video. Thank you again. Bye.